Your life script was written 13.8 billion years ago, etched onto the film reel of the universe itself. Sounds a bit like fate, doesn't it? But science is quietly pointing us toward this unsettling truth. In 1814, Pierre-Simon Laplace proposed his famous thought experiment, the Laplace's Demon. He imagined a powerful enough intelligence, one that knew the precise state of every particle in the universe and possessed infinite computing power. Such a being, he claimed, could predict the entire past and future of the universe. Laplace's universe was a perfect machine, a vast cosmic clockwork, where each present moment was nothing more than the inevitable result of the previous one. But then quantum mechanics shattered that clockwork universe. In 1927, Werner Heisenberg proposed the uncertainty principle. He argued that a particle's position and velocity cannot be known simultaneously. The world was no longer a machine that could be perfectly predicted, but a quantum labyrinth full of probabilities and randomness. In a microscopic world, particles don't follow the classical logic we're used to. They're no longer isolated points of existence, but strange superpositions, like Schrödinger's cat, both dead and alive at the same time. Quantum mechanics tells us that before observation, a particle state isn't a fixed fact, but a probability wave, an overlap of countless potential realities. In other words, microscopic particles are like phantoms suspended between infinite possibilities. Only when the observer's gaze falls upon them do they collapse into a definite state. This state of existence, which defies common sense, challenges our understanding of space and reality itself, and it hints at a profound philosophical truth. That reality may not be singular and absolute, but fluid and multiform, much like the Taoist concept of formlessness and non-locality. Particles behave like flowing water, both here and there, drifting in a metaphysical void. As Zhuangzi said, 1 foot of stick cut in half daily will never be exhausted. Objects we see as static in the macroscopic world reveal infinite divisions and changes of the quantum scale. In essence, the superposition state of particles mirrors the Taoist idea of the boundless, the formless, the endless. It's a door opening toward the mysteries of the universe, reminding us that reality is far more complex and profound than our eyes can perceive. What we experience as reality may be nothing more than a single slice, selected from infinite potentialities by the act of observation. This coexistence of multiple possibilities at once is not just a quirk of particles. It's part of the universe's hidden machinery, and perhaps the key to understanding time, space, and existence itself. Then comes the holographic universe theory, which pushes this idea to its extreme. Leonard Susskind from Stanford University proposed that, in a sense, our three-dimensional world may actually be a projection of two-dimensional information stored on the boundary of the universe itself. In other words, the entire universe may be like a giant hologram. Everything you see, everything you touch, even your own existence, could simply be a three-dimensional illusion, generated by information on a two-dimensional cosmic film. In this theory, the distinction between here and there loses all meaning. Just like every part of a hologram contains information about the whole, every point in space may carry a copy of the entire universe's information. Your consciousness, your body, even what you believe to be your personal choices, might all just be interference patterns within the universe's holographic projection. In this view of reality, you're not a separate, isolated being. You're a localized ripple within an ocean of information, an inseparable part of the whole cosmic structure. So, have humans escaped the gears of fate? Perhaps not. In 2018, a study based on the quantum delayed choice experiment was published in Nature. Physicists discovered that in certain setups, particles appeared to decide their past paths based on whether they would be observed in the future. This suggests that a particle's history isn't fixed during its motion. Instead, it can be rewritten by future observations. Some scientists call this bizarre quantum behavior a quantum echo. In other words, the universe might contain some kind of information feedback loop. Even seemingly free quantum systems are not truly free from causality, but subtly constrained by an underlying structure we can't yet grasp. The past has not truly disappeared. The future isn't purely undecided. Every moment in the universe may be entangled with both its causes and consequences. This isn't time itself flowing backward, but rather the informational history of particles, being defined only at the moment of future observation. In other words, there seems to be a hidden, underlying order in the universe, preventing the future from ever truly escaping the influence of the past. Information is the real script of the universe. From the perspective of quantum information theory, a particle's position, velocity, even its existence, are just different arrangements of information. The universe isn't an entity. It's a colossal information processor. Space and time themselves may be nothing but the outward appearance of evolving information. In this cosmic view, the past isn't a road left behind. It's a locked state of information. And the future isn't an empty space waiting to happen. It's a hidden sequence waiting to be decoded. Every choice you make is merely an inevitable step in the flow of information. In 2022, physicist Craig Hogan proposed that space itself might not be continuous, but composed of ultra-tiny information pixels, which means our reality could be a hologram, coded entirely in information. Every piece of space, every tick of time, even every flicker of consciousness, is like a node embedded in the vast network of the universe. The cosmos is a massive information blockchain. Each moment of reality is simply the inevitable continuation of the previous state of information. Every choice, every thought process is following a script encoded at the very origin of the universe. Every step you take is not a random flow, but a necessary node in the accumulation of information history. And perhaps the Taoists saw all of this thousands of years ago. In the Tao Te Ching, the Tao gives birth to one, one gives birth to two, two gives birth to three, and three gives birth to all things. What the ancients called the Tao might actually be the fundamental laws behind all things, an invisible code, the starting point of all informational evolution. Laozi taught that everything in existence is not randomly generated, but the natural unfolding of the Tao. Just as modern physics describes, every transformation in the universe is the inevitable result of underlying laws, and change itself is also inevitable. So in this universe of information, if everything is predetermined, does free will still exist? If every choice you make, every moment of I could decide, is simply the inevitable next step in the informational structure, then do you really exist? Is your life just a piece of code, playing itself out? And is what we call the present nothing but an inevitable unfolding of information? That began in the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago. This is not science fiction. In 2019, Oxford physicist David Deutsch proposed, perhaps the universe itself is a quantum computer, and we are programs running within it. So, does life have any meaning at all? Maybe the Taoists already gave us the answer. Wu wei er wu bu wei. Do nothing, yet leave nothing undone. To follow the Tao doesn't mean giving up choice. It means realizing that choice itself is part of nature's laws. You don't need to resist fate, because fate is your true nature. Just like the collapse of a quantum wave function. It's not surrender, it's inevitability, accepting that your life was written on the cosmic film reel 13.8 billion years ago. This is not pessimism, it's ultimate freedom, because when you understand the inevitability of the cosmic script, only then can you truly read yourself. In every frame of it, you're not the audience of this movie, you are its main character.